So why do Jews wear black and white or different types of uniforms? A lot of it look old-fashioned. I discussed actually before in the side lock question. Side lock. Side lock actually is an interesting word. It fits to the side lock. Anyway, well, the idea is black and white is usually the way Orthodox Jews dress. And obviously everything that Jews do, there's a very deep reason. Not every Jew knows the reason, but some do. So the idea is like that. As Jews, we're supposed to be role models, and we're supposed to be recognized as Jews in order to do a Kiddush Hashem, which is to bring God's glory into the world by doing actions and making the world a better place and inspiring others to do the same. So just like you're looking for a policeman in the street if you need help and to put order to things, so too, and then the policeman needs to have a uniform. If he doesn't have a uniform, then how are you going to find him? Same thing, a Jew needs to have a uniform, and this is always the kippah has always been the first thing that we Jews are recognized, but there are priests and imams that also have a covering, Hindus and the Sikh also. So there's a lot of religions that have head covered. So beside that, we have a uniform. Different uniforms correspond to different places really we come from. Most Sephardi Jews who dress very colorful and because they come from Arab countries, we have very colorful things, and most of us basically we end up dressing from where we spend a lot of time. Now we're in America, so wear shirts, ties, and things. Now, why do we choose those things and keep those things? Because most of the time, let's take the example of the Hasidim. The Hasidim, they have a long black coat called bekeshe, and then they have white socks very often going up. Some actually wear boots, black long boots, and they have a shtreimo, which is that black fur thing. Now, guys, it's a very strange thing, and when we see them today, they usually wear it on Shabbat mostly. They still wear black and white during the week, but on Shabbat on the Sabbath, they put those black fur thing. And the basic idea is that on Shabbat, on the Sabbath, they dress in a way to honor the day. And they dress as if they would go to a wedding, a Jewish wedding, obviously. Now, why would they dress like that? Why dressing like this is the biggest honor? Because where they came from, which is Poland, a lot of them Poland, Russia, this is what royalty, if you look for pictures, you'll see royalty used to wear those type of things. So the same way today American Jews will put a shirt and tie and even a hat is starting becoming outdated. You don't have presidents with hats anymore. I don't think you ever had, but it used to be like a gentleman had hats or whatever. So we wear the same thing that the president wears. So we put a shirt and tie and a suit, and that's what's fancy, and that's how we would dress to go to a party or that. So on the Sabbath we dress like that. But a lot of pious Jews or righteous Jews or people who wants to feel very Jewish, they make sure they dress like that almost every day, because if God is everywhere, you have to be dressed like that everywhere. And you have to be always, you're part of royalty. It's 24/7. Now, sometimes you're going to see Jews who are dressed black and white, but they don't look so royal. They have stain or dirt. That has nothing to do with Judaism. According to Judaism, you have to be clean and proper and nice and refined. The problem is that we're only humans. We're not angels. We're just like non-Jews, regular human beings. We just have a different mission. And there's a lot of Jews who are lazy and don't take the mission seriously, or they don't know about the mission, and therefore they look like crap, and it gives a bad name to Judaism or to what a Jew is supposed to be. So you have ask forgiveness to all the other to the people who see that, because it's not supposed to be like that. Technically, a Jew should only dress nicely and wear a kippah and look at the outside religious once he's proper enough to appear Jewish. For sure, I mean, because we grew up in religious homes, we're taught right away to be role models, and we're just like that. But not every home is refined and proper home. And in every religions, every group, wherever there is a movement, there's only a few individuals who really stick very well to the rules, and the elite, who really do the things the right way. And there's always a few that there's always a few who will go to the other extreme and make mistakes, and that's normal. That's nature. So we just have to accept them, and they're always part of a group. But we shouldn't take the ones who fail to do what they're supposed to do and make them into put them into, or defining them as what Judaism is, or what the group is, or that. So that's, I think, the main idea. And so there are different clothing for different places we come from, and we dress especially during the holidays and during Sabbath with those clothing, and we adapt ourselves to different countries. But the problem is, if Hasidim are a group that try to really stick to their core values, they really try to stay separate more than ever before, and therefore, even though they're in America and technically they should wear a suit and a tie, they keep their old-fashioned royal garment from Poland and Russia in order to keep make an even greater separation between them and the rest of the Jews, and because they hold the rest of the Jews is too assimilated or too modern, and not sticking to their religion as much as they do. Now, sometimes it's true, but sometimes it's not true, and that's one of the main reasons why they keep doing it, to stay separated. All right. If you have questions, please ask.